choppy. That's a shame. Oh, hang on. I think I know why. The resolution's set really high. I think more than my camera can even handle. Oh, there we go. Oh, well, I'm glad we sorted that one out. I didn't need to restart my machine after all. Right, and I think I've just now decided that I am going to do this body off the stream. Can't remember why. Oh, I think I'm going to sculpt it in pose. And I haven't decided on a pose yet. Or at least I'm going to... Oh, I don't know. Don't know. Well, I'll continue with the head for now. And then see where I'm up to later. But we'll come back to these guys. Seems like the I'm struggling to tell, but it seems like the trolls are out in force today. Seems like got an echo though. Now, I don't like what this body's done to the perspective. It looks really weird. Let's get some music on first. If you are a troll, by the way, I don't think you know how quick I am to reach the ban hammer. So just a little warning. And that's Joe banned. Any other takers? Gonna get banned? Now's the time to speak. Sorry about that. Forgot I turned the music up. How does that sound? Typery, get him banned. Not. Don't know why the perspective's gone all weird. Oh, is that aligned to what? No, it isn't. Oh, I'll work with it. Oh, seems you didn't get banned, you got removed. I can block you if you want. If you say anything like that again, Joe Budden, then you'll be banned forever. You moron. You're absolutely right, Typery. It's just that I didn't think it was that big. Maybe I just need to make everything a bit smaller later. The angle of view, I've been playing around with that. It's not that. I think it's what Typery said because of the scale. It's just it seems to have changed significantly, but it'll be all right. Oh, well done, you moron. I don't know why I didn't just block you the first time. So I feel like you've not been in for a while, Typery, or have you just been lurking? If anyone wants to get banned today, like right now is the time to say something stupid. I've got an itchy finger right now. YouTube is toxic as hell. Flipping heck. I usually have a much worse time with Twitch, to be honest. The thing with YouTube is there's just a lot more traffic, so there's a lot more scope for trolls. But in general, I find that the percentage of people that want to be trolls is higher in Twitch. Maybe that's just my experience though. One Twitch troll. yeah, definitely. How long have you been 3D modeling? Well, I've been 3D modeling for maybe. I've been 3D modeling a year longer than I've been 3D sculpting. I think. And I've been sculpting for... I can't remember. Let me just check my Twitch channel. I think it was since the start of January 2014, so just short of 4 years. Yeah. Just short of 4 years. Thanks, Evenings. What's happened to her hair? What the heck? Something not right here. Something not right. Okay, Nighty Spades. Have a good Christmas. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy your weekend, and maybe I'll see you next week. Maybe you'll be... Oh, thanks, Vista Arts. When do you know you've finished the face? When I feel that it's hitting the qualities that I want it to, of which I'm not 100% sure yet, so I guess the answer is I don't know. You just know, you know? Oh, thanks. I'm really... I know I've said this several times already, but I'm really excited to share my next tutorial, because I don't know, it's like, you know, when you work on a piece for ages, and you just like, oh, I just want to, like, I want people to see it and like hope they like it, and as much as I've enjoyed making it and all that. Well, I kind of got that with the tutorial rather than the artwork this time. Although I like the piece I've made for it as well. I posted it the other day on social media, you might have seen it. No, let's do something. I feel like I'm just wandering round in circles at the minute. Oh, you want a link to just give me a sec. I'll show it on the screen if you want. This is I wonder if I've got one where she has skin that you can have a little look at. None of them are 100% finished though. Nobody's seen this yet. Still needs work though. Oh, thanks, man. Oh, thank you very much. Vista Arts. Station feedbacks. Glad I can be of some use as this guy. What are you talking about, Jimmy, by the way? I've not heard of this. Alright, okay. He's been using critiques for marketing for a while, actually. I remember when UArts started, I got a critique from Mike DeFeo. It was quite surreal. That was really rubbish as well. I wonder if... Oh, it's such a horrible model. I wonder if that's still online somewhere. Mike DeFeo giving me a critique on a really old, horrible piece of work. I've actually just found it. Oh. Oh, grim. I can't even bear to show you. Danny is not Irish. Oh, this is really, really horrible. He was cool about it though. Like he didn't tell me it was horrible. He gave me like a serious crit. Yeah, I really don't understand where people get. A lot more people think that I'm Scottish, and I really do not understand where that comes from. I've showed a lot of my crap, but this is just... What was I thinking? Yeah, the face on this sculpt is retopologized, yeah. I'm sure like his advice is really good and all that. I'm just not sure how much. I mean I'll watch it. I just don't know how much I'm gonna glean for it because I have no interest in getting an industry job like at all. I think my my goals are different to the vast majority of people. You see, that's the problem though, is that there is no stereotypical Englishman's accent. Like I think we've got the most accent diverse country in the world. It's crazy. Like I could walk maybe 10 miles down the road and they will talk completely different to how I do. It's crazy. Oh, nice one, Rygon. It's nice to hear someone else has entrepreneurial tendencies, maybe. I've never, no, sorry. I'd say for the past 10 years, I've never had any desire to work for anyone else. I really miss working as part of a team though. Like I really miss working as a team. I just like the thought of working for someone else. Like this is why I don't even do client work anymore. I just, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just yeah, I'm just a petulant child that doesn't like being told what to do. I'm sure you'd have no trouble landing a job though, Jimmy. I mean, I'm assuming you've already got one, but I'm surprised you're watching, Because he kind of caters more towards beginners, doesn't he? From what I remember, I haven't really followed his stuff that much recently. I generally yeah, no, I agree, right on. My millions of dollars? You think I'm making millions of dollars? I started the stream off by saying I think I'm going to have to move to Blender because I can't afford Maya anymore. But I don't care. Like, I'm not... The way I'm conducting my business now isn't earning me a lot of money right now. But I think the more I do it, the more it will in the long run. But the point is that it's not about money. It's about doing what I want to do. I don't care if I'm paid 20 quid an hour or well, maybe a bit more than £2 an hour. if I'm earning enough to live, like even if I'm a bit uncomfortable with the amount I'm earning, if I'm doing what I want to do, then like that matters more than working for someone else and doing something that I don't necessarily want to do. Right, and I'm looking for music, and here we go. Why? What does he talk about, Jimmy? Is it something you wanna? Iglamified. That the answer to your question is so subjective. Like, it depends what you mean by that question. What do you mean by working in groups? It depends on so many different variables. Like, it depends on the concept and depends what medium it's going to end up in. It depends on so many different factors. Oh, is my camera frozen again? Oh, has it? Oh, it seems... Yeah, but what's this advice that is given to these people? Okay, thanks guys. Apparently the camera's working fine. The average time to work on a full bodied character. Oh, there's not really an average. I have, the only example I can give is this piece that I did. Well, here we go. You can do, so I've done 3-hour sculpts like this, where nothing's retopologized, nothing's really clean. It's all a bit like it's all in need of work. But that's 3 hours. But then this is about 30 hours, so like 10 times as much, and that's not even a full body, but it is a like, yeah, I don't know. So that probably took about 20. That's just a oh, that's better. Yeah, I'd agree with that as well. Hello, Mike. How's it going, sir? Yeah, it's definitely aimed at people trying to get a job then. I'm using a combination of my brush, but also Dylan Ekron's brush, which is free. So type in Dylan Ekron hairbrush on Google if you want a free hairbrush. You have a work schedule for yourself? Well, yeah. I mean, I've got an Excel sheet with the next like quarter on of stuff I've got to do, but at the same time, like work schedule. I've got like a long-term work schedule, but then the sort of short-term day-to-day I kind of more free like more wing it, if that makes sense. But I've got like, so I give myself a month to finish a tutorial, for example. As long as I do it within that month, like I don't worry too much about is this ready then or is this ready then, unless it looks like I'm gonna fall behind. Thanks, man. I generally don't do commissions. Basically for the same reasons I was saying earlier about not working for other people. I'm a petulant child. By the way, if you don't know who Mike T2K is, who's in the Twitch chat at the minute, I would recommend looking for Mike Thompson. Just like, I'm guessing that's he is 100 times better at the art than I am. he's just something else. Amazing stuff. And some amazing clients as well. Another reason, by the way, Vista Arts, that I don't do commissions, well, I generally don't do commissions to non-studios or non-like production stuff, is because like individual, like especially on social media, people think 3D art should cost the same as 2D art, and it really doesn't work like that. Like 3D art takes so much longer to do. So I've told people how much I cost on social media before, so many times, and never heard a response. It's just I've only sculpted digitally. I saw the skull you were working on. It looked pretty cool. I do want to have a go at clay sculpting one day, just not yet. I will do though, for sure. How are you finding it? Okay, man. Thanks for stopping by, and enjoy your holidays. Your anatomy knowledge is so good. Oh, really? I'm not too bad with the names of stuff. Like, well, I always do it with. I've been doing it with my daughter since she was. I think when she was 2. 3. I think when she was 2, she could pronounce and locate your brachioradialis and sternocleidomastoid. She is ridiculously clever though. Like, she retains information. I thought, I mean, I obviously told her like where they were, and she just remembered it. It was just before her 3rd birthday. She can say it. It's crazy. Or was it just before her 4th? It might have been just before her 4th actually. But yeah, because I always do pushy parent. I repeat them with her. I used to repeat them with her every night, and so obviously I picked up a load myself. Well, it's all right knowing what stuff's called, but you can actually depict it in 3D space. that's the more impressive. I'm never gonna make my daughter smarter than me. She'll just be smarter than me and allow me to learn things if she lets me. She's just crazy bright. Hello, lol. Did Jimmy go? Go on, Jimmy. I'm very quiet. Well, why would I do that? You need to give me a reason to do that. I was just seeing if you were still there. I thought you'd gone. Oh, your delay is really bad, by the way. You might want to refresh the page. Yeah, if you don't know, by the way, Mike T2K, or Mike Thompson, does also stream on the Pixelogic channel. What time? Let me see if it's. Let me see if I can find it before he says it in the chat. Oh, 27th. Oh, yeah. No, so it's a while off yet. So the 27th is on. Oh, next Wednesday. That's why I can't see it. Yes, at 10 AM PST. Mike's probably my favourite artist as well. I'm not a big fan of fiber mesh, to be honest. I started using it when I first started using ZBrush, but then I got into XGen and I really enjoyed that. And then I got into see, my main, and I know I'm really rubbish at it. That'll be obvious to you more than anyone. But I'm kind of more interested into getting to the illustration side of things, and I really like how this kind of hair, which obviously isn't very good for animation or games or anything like that, but for the direction I want to go in, I really like how this method turns out. So I think I'm going to stick with it. Fiber mesh is ZBrush's sort of realistic style hair system. You see, if you use the move brush, you run the risk of like messing up the geometry. Yeah, screw those guys. How do you know if a model isn't good for animation? Well, the reason I said that is because like this kind of hair that I'm creating now gets pretty high poly and difficult to make UVs for as well. Well, not that difficult actually, but it's not ideal. Does that not make your geometry go a bit weird? I get all sorts of weirdness when I... Maybe I'm just doing it wrong. The reason why I was saying it wouldn't be good to animate is because of how many polygons these hairs make. So if it was, let me show you, to retain the shape I'm creating now. I'll group all these. I need to do this anyway. I'll show you how many polygons it is. When you get too many polygons, your computer starts crapping out because it can't handle it. Especially when you have a potato computer like I do. Okay, so just for these strands of hair is 355,000 polygons. Yeah, I used to do that, do the polygroups thing with the hair, and that did make it a bit easier. It's nowhere near as easy as using fiber mesh though. Potato, yeah, I mean, like, it's rubbish. Like, I really need to upgrade my computer so it can't handle very many polygons. You have a machine that I would. You have the machine that I mean, my life goal at the minute is to get one. I think you know what I'm talking about. Yes! Oh my god, I want one so much. I even know if they've ever mentioned it on the stream, I know the 3 people that have one. And to be honest, it's not about your processor. I think it's probably got more to do with, yeah, it's got more to do with RAM, especially when you're using ZBrush. My video card's horrible and old as well. I can barely use Substance on this. I need to. The highest I can go is 2K. I am gonna improve it. I will buy a 1070, a GTX 1070 very soon, hopefully. queue people say, buy the 1080. No, I can't afford the 1080. Oh, I don't think it really matters how new your computer is. Animating at 350,000 polygons just isn't practical. Like, it doesn't really matter how. It's just not gonna work. Feels a bit too noisy. You know what I really like about the Mobile Studio Pro is that you don't have to be at home or in your studio or wherever it is you do your work. You could go, I mean, I don't know, you could go away for the weekend and still use ZBrush. It's just, that is the ultimate freedom. Vista Arts, it's not about a software program. It's about hardware, not software. We just don't really have we don't practically have the computational power to be like moving that many polygons around. Of course we will one day, but that's like besides the point, really. And I could animate these, like I could UV them all, and I could give them displacement maps, and I could do all that, but it's just not really practical. Like, you'll seldom see polyhair on well, no, sorry, you do see polyhair a lot, but not to this detail if it's like being animated. You might find me picking your brain at some point, Mike, because I'm like mad keen on getting into illustration. Thanks. I might hold you to that. Just be wary. I've been reading. I've had Successful Illustration by Andrew Loomis sat on my bookshelf for 3 years, and I opened it for the first time the other day. I'm just like, whoa. I think I did open it when I first got it, and I was just like, I'm not ready for this. I have no idea what is going on. To be honest, I mean more with ZBrush, but I use Photoshop quite extensively for not really painting. I haven't done a lot of painting, but I have used Photoshop more than anything in the past. Yeah. I love poly painting. And just like using it in conjunction with Photoshop as well. Oh, I like that shadow. I really like Critter. I haven't used, well actually I have used a few painting apps. I don't know, I've never really used them long enough. I like Sketchbook Pro, but probably more for sketching. My experience with drawing and painting is quite limited. That is something that I am tackling in 2018. Finally. Right, this is what I did earlier on in the stream, but I didn't get very far with it. I don't know whether to do this now or really don't know. Not sure why the hair disappears. I like the effects, but that's strange. Oh, is it the exact same colour as the background? Is that what it is? That's funny. Holy crap, it is. That's what it is as well. Oh, you could come up with a well good effect. Holy crap. I love that. Actually, I probably couldn't do that much with that. It has given me an idea though. Really get reference out. It's gonna look terrible. Need to merge that with that. Oh, I have a favourite point of reference for this actually. See if I can find it. Reference, it'll be in. Reference. Where is it? There we go. Apologise if you saw any naughty bits. I'm going to have to put it on the second monitor, but rest assured it's a very good source of reference, as I'm sure you can tell by what you can see. I got that from my secret drawer on my computer. I can find it on ArtStation. I think it's right near the bottom of my likes, of which I've got 1600, so this might take 2 moments, but I will find it. Just can't remember. I won't be able to show it though, that's the only thing. I'll link it, that's what I'll do. Yeah, I just can't remember the name. It was a few years ago now. Oh, there we are. I've got it. Yeah, I'll link the ArtStation page. And it's in there. Did you paint her in ZBrush, Danny Mac? What, this character right now? Oh, that's not my character, you know. You know that I just linked isn't my character, right? No, I'm certainly not that good. Whoa! Where's the boobs gone? It's a little bit weird. I'm gonna merge that. Struggling. Struggling with the separate pieces at the minute. Which is pretty standard for me. Tutorials for painting? What you mean, poly painting? Because that's exactly the tutorial that's coming up next if you do. I'm so excited. See, I'm sort of veering away from the proportions that I was using to get the body in place. Veering away from anything remotely legible as well. it would appear. Is Danny Mac helpful? Yeah, this isn't a stream where I problem solve everyone's issues. Be under no illusion. That's what the streams are for. Joseph Druffs and Paul Gabri's. Oh no, I think just Joseph does the ask. Can't remember. Yeah, the Ask ZBrush. Struggling. I think that's why I don't I think that's the actual reason I don't do bodies on the stream, is because I don't like you see me struggling. I mean, I'll get there, it's just going to be a struggle. Why is that happening? Shouldn't be happening. There we go. Hello Kareem, I'm very well, thank you. How are you? Samareja? I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Thanks for your feedback. And yeah, it's a pleasure. Aside from character, what other 3D models have you made, or are you interested? I only models that I've made that aren't characters are models for characters that I've made. So they're like accessories or whatever. And I'm not interested in making anything but characters. Even more specifically, you may have noticed female characters. Oh, nice, Mike. Have we seen it on social media? Yeah. Oh, is it a 2D? female orc into thing. He's obsessed with this orc. Yeah, the stream will be available on my YouTube channel and Pixelogix as well. Have you ever tried to do 3D models of male characters on a stream before? There's seldom times where I've tried to do male characters full stop. I just don't really possess much interest in doing it. I'm not sure if I have on. I might, maybe in a speed sculpt during the early days of streaming. Forgetting my this disconnect of torso and stuff is really confusing me. So these do need to be higher, which means I'll be able to understand this bit a lot better when these two have joined. At the minute I'm struggling struggling a lot. Ay ay ay. Usually takes me quite some time to get the boobs right, so stop judging me. Any chance? Ever thought of making any animation movie from the models you have? Yeah, I think I will one day. I mean, I won't do the animating myself, This is why I say 1 day, because I can't afford to hire someone just yet, or I don't have funding for a project or anything. It's just not the right time to be doing that, but certainly it's certainly on my bucket list. But an animation is a big undertaking. It's nothing to no, I don't make I purposely do it all from scratch on the stream. In fact, most of the time, I've only very recently decided I might use a base mesh for the first time. But yeah, just so that I'm constantly reinforcing my knowledge of what I'm trying to sculpt. Do you think Pixelogic will ever let you and Ashley do a stream together? Yeah, like 100%. I'm pretty sure if we said, can we set it up now, they'd just say yeah, like straight away. They wouldn't be against that. I haven't really spoke to her that much recently though. I don't really know why. I think it's because I stopped frequenting Discord as much. Need to sort that out though. Now I do have an anatomy model to the side of me. It's so like inconvenient to look at in my desk situation at the moment. It's kind of going to waste. Okay, Vista Arts, thank you for stopping by. Hope your aunt's alright, and I hope you have a good Christmas as well. I didn't use transpose line to measure proportions. I do sometimes, but it was more just to check where the back of the head is in relation to the foot. 'Cause it feels like she's leaning. I don't know. I need to get a foot in though. I need to merge these. Oh, can't remember what that app's called that I use as an emulator. Nox. This is normally where I get 1,000,001 questions. I don't know if you're actually asking me or you're just preempting. Oh, go away. Start with that crap. I'm gonna have to turn it off anyway, I think. It's making my machine lag. And this is getting on my nerves. Ah, go away. That's so irritating. Oh god. Oh god. Oh dear, this topology is not helping me. I'm gonna have to retop all this thing, I think. Obviously not now. It's gonna be a long night with this model, I think. Yeah, I've remeshed it, but got Paul's giving me grief over here and all this stuff. I'm making it look easy. I thought I was making it look painful. Painful. But then it feels worse when I know there's people in here that have been doing this stuff a lot longer than me. And feel the judging. That app would be really useful right now. It's just really irritating and making my computer go slow. Oh, flipping out. What's at 5 o'clock? Always, 5 o'clock always is when I start doing more harm than good. Same thing every week. pretty quiet today. Is that because I'm sculpting bodies? Is that because I'm sculpting torsos? Oh no, I love the gizmo. You know, when I turned it to transpose earlier, when I was checking the alignment, I just can't be bothered changing it. That is literally all it is. Actually, the gizmo is my favourite new thing. I like the transpose as well. No, I mean, there's only like 90 people in total in. A couple of weeks ago, that was like 200. I don't know if it's just I don't know if it's because something that I've done, or if it's just like it was a particularly good week for some reason. I don't know. I'm not too worried about it though. Yeah, maybe that's it. Oh man, I really need a shave. No, I've just seen myself in the webcam. Don't get too fat. Oh yeah, I did. Thanks. It's quite nice to keep your model small, so that you can like compose. Your eye composes it better when it's small. So I work like quite small, quite frequently anyway. You'll notice that like I don't even use the whole screen space. That's so I can use my anti-alias half, which I think is more important than screen space. I seem to be the only person in the Pixelogic community that seems to think so. I've seen someone else post about it on ZBrush Central, but I think that post was from like 2007 or something daft like that. Need to get hands in, but I'm certainly not starting those on the stream. Probably because I'm going to cheat and use a base mesh. They always need a significant amount of work though. It's not that much cheating. Yeah, it's going to be a long night. Always is on Fridays. I carry on with whatever I was streaming on. Like way into the night. Because Saturday mornings is the girlfriend's time to get up with the little ones. So I make the most of it just by like working like crazy on Friday night. So that's what cool people do on Friday nights. You too, Pi47, thanks for stopping by, we appreciate it. Have a good break. Ugh, yeah, I'm just making a mess now. Always at this time. So I'm gonna stop. I'm always massively offended by what I've done when I come back after. Because what I do is that I finish the stream, then I have a break, I go and have my dinner, see my little ones, and like just pretty much have a break until 7. About 7. So that's 2 hours. And I come back and was like, oh my god, I can't believe I was actually sculpting this on screen and people could see it. Do you sell your base mesh anyway? I don't have a base mesh. I start from scratch each time. I say that I actually started from a base mesh the other day for the first time, but it wasn't really a base mesh. I just grabbed an old model and started using that. Just kind of got rid of the details and then right, I've got to stop. I've just got to stop. Come on. All I need to do is put the pen down and turn the stream off. Why don't we introduce who's on the stream next? On the Pixelogic Twitch channel. If that is where you are watching from. Even if it's not, why not go and check it out? They'd like me saying that. What date are we on? 22nd. So on the 23rd we have Brendan. We're doing character and prop art for video games. And that's at 6 AM PST. I don't know what he's working on at the minute, but his stuff's nice. Go and check it out. I'm just kind of making it up as I go along, Frisk, which generally doesn't turn out well, but I was quite happy with how the head turned out, so I just thought I'd be ambitious and go for a full body. Maybe a little too ambitious. We'll see. Maybe I'll actually pull out the pen and paper and start coming up with some ideas of design. Now that I've made it all the same skin colour and the wax preview is blowing away some of the problem areas, it doesn't look that bad. Now that you can't see the issues. Although she's missing a pair of hands and a pair of feet. I think that's quite apparent. Maybe I'll use a base. Oh, you on about when I said do you sell your base mesh anywhere? Did you mean for the hands? Because I said I was going to use a base mesh for the hands. Bet you did. No, I don't. Maybe I will. I need to improve it first. It needs updating. That's for sure. Like these eyelashes have been a bit. Oh, that's not what we wanted though. Been rocking these same eyelashes since I created them. I think 2 or 3 years ago. I just bring them in every time, and they're always a bit of a mess, and I need to like readjust them. Yeah, screw the hands and feet. Oh, ow. Here's some other reference that I have been forgetting to use, but I also use this. In particular this, because I like the stylization. But I don't stick with it. I just aim for that general idea, and then like veer off. Need an elbow, really. I struggle without an elbow in there. Elbows are overrated as well. See, this is where I need my app. I suppose I shouldn't be reliant on I should. Here's something. You know, you said you're not judging earlier. You're about to judge me. I've never seen Star Wars. Just waiting for the aftermath. There's nothing you can say I haven't already heard though, because I studied a special effect. I studied for a degree in special effects, and I had to tell the people on my special effects course that I'd never seen Star Wars. Commence 4 years of ridicule. Which, you know what, I'm going to say justified ridicule. And I know I need to get off my ass and sort this out. Need to get those feet in there. I don't actually mind blocking out a foot if I can find the reference. I swear I had reference for feet. This is way more useful than it looks. Just this simple block. This is really useful as well. Oh, I think is it this one? And you know, I quite frequently cheat with feet. I think I start with this one. Oh, that's really good as well. Well, I've only got 8 minutes to embarrass myself anyway. let's just get this. Now I need to bring it out of ZBrush. No, that's not that. No, this isn't the reference. No, I need the one that shows underneath the foot. Where's that? I think it's on that app. Oh, I'm just gonna wing it. So this is gonna be terrible. Come on. Oh, come on. Why is it dynameshing like that? I don't want that. Yeah, I'm going nowhere without my reference. Alright, 2 minutes until the pain goes away. Where's my foot reference? Right, I'm going to say thank you all for coming along. I'm going to go and find some reference for the foot, which I know I've got somewhere. definitely going to do some more on this before next week. Just bring this to a presentable level. Well, I think that's all for today, folks. I'll retop all this as well by next week. In fact, probably by tonight. Right then. Does the head look a bit small? I don't know, I'll figure it out. Right, thank you all for coming along. I hope you enjoy your Christmas, if you, of course, if you celebrate Christmas. I know the internet is a very diverse place to be. Don't forget, Brendan is on in the morning at 6 AM, and don't forget Mike T2K, aka Mike Thompson, will be on Wednesday at 10 AM, I believe it said. Right, well, I'll see you later, I guess. Shall I turn it off on the drop? That'll be annoying, won't it? Bye.